Hello, everyone. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time you are, you're most welcome. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for always coming back to watch my videos. I really appreciate it. Thanks a lot for your overwhelming support. I cannot take it for granted. I'm so happy. Thanks a lot. Okay. Thank you a lot for your concern, for your comments, everything. And if you're new here, you're most welcome. My name is Anne, an African Kenyan woman based in Germany Village. Okay? And in this channel, I just normally share my lifestyle and life in Germany Village. So without wasting time, you feel at home, feel free, and kindly, if you haven't subscribed, consider to subscribe. And thank you for choosing this channel to be your own channel. Okay, without wasting time, today I'm going to answer your questions, the questions that you've been asking, okay? And the recent one was about racism. Yeah, so racism is a very, very, very broad thing, right? And of course, I would say in German we have racism, but I will bring you a little bit back from where I come from, yeah? So I come from Kenya, in a small village in a western part of Kenya, right? And yes, I'm a Kenyan. And in Kenya, we have 42 or 43 tribes, right? And in these tribes, we have each tribe has its own county, okay? So we have something called tribalism in Kenya. We have tribalism. And tribalism is a very bad killer. And remember, this one, it's happening in your own country. It's happening in your own country. It's not that you're in a foreign country where something is happening to you and you feel like, wow, it's because I'm in a foreign country. It's okay. I don't belong there. But this one, it's in your own country. I'll give you an example. For example, I come from western part of Kenya. It's very hard for me to get a job in other, let me say, in eastern part of Kenya, northern part of Kenya. It's very hard. Why? Because my name indicates exactly where I come from. And also, we Kenyans, when you just look at somebody, you know exactly where you come from. For example, where I come from, we are really blessed with nose. We have big nose. And we also have very big sitting apparatus and strong legs. So that's how our identification. When somebody sees us, they just know, okay, this is from that part. We have also other people from other other parts. They have very good children's food, and they have lotto tank and tires. We also know this one, they come from this part, okay? So we know how to identify. Although now it has become a little bit difficult because people are intermarrying. Like Luyas, you find them intermarrying with Kikuyus. You'll find people that are intermarrying. So having children, it's like a mixture. You get it? It's like a mixture. They will not be having like nose, like now just the way it used to be. It will be like medium nose, you know. So yeah. So it's hard, but they'll still identify you through your name. And yeah, that is it. It qualifies you. And I'll give you the bad thing about it. For example, you've studied so well, right? You've studied so well. And then you go to apply. You say like, okay, I want to feel like I just want to move out of the village. I want to go to the city to look for a job there. Believe me, you can stay even there for a full year just looking for a job. You'll not get a job simply because you don't have connection. You have qualifications, but since you don't have connection, there is nobody in those offices that are your relatives. You will not get the job. And also sometimes you're just being treated harshly. You're just being treated badly because you don't belong to that county. And this one is so sad because this is your country. You're born in that country. You're raised in that country. You belong to that country, but they're treating you otherwise. So you're like, what is this? You know. And also recently when I went home, I felt so uncomfortable simply because of my children. They were charging me things very high compared to the local ones. In the village, life was mwah. it was fine. And you could just feel, okay, let me give this 10 cents more, or let me give this 20 cents more, just to appreciate. But in the city, my life was so hard. Only 4 days, but it was difficult, because when they see the children, where I'm supposed to use, like now, when I'm using the matatu, I'm supposed to pay 50 shillings. They want to charge me 150. I was like, okay, what is this? Simply because they're seeing the children. So most of the time I was working with my sister. I tell my sister to go in front and ask, how much is it? Then we go. In Mombasa, it was the same. When I get into the tuk-tuk, it's supposed to be 100 shillings. They tell me 400. So most of the time I used to send my sister to go in front and ask, how much is it? Because I feel used. I feel like, okay, why are you using me? And I'm a Kenyan. It was not just in order, and it's my country. It's my country. So things like that made me to be very strong. When I came to German, I knew very well we have racism, right? I read the books. In the history books, we have racism since the time of Hitler. You get it? So I was prepared, and I say, since I've passed a lot in my own country, I will close my ears. I will close my eyes. It will be coming inside and going like this, because it's a foreign country. If I didn't shout in my country, oh, I want my right, and I did not get my right, who am I to come and shout in this country, I want my right? If I did not get in Kenya, it's 100% sure I'm not going to get it in German. So that is the mentality I came with, this mentality. And I came to Germany, knowing the situation. I had left my family, right? I knew very well my family is not stable. So I came here as a savior. I came here keeping my family in mind. So I did not come here to joke. I did not come here to play. With small racism thing, it cannot pull me down, because I know why I came here, right? So I was focused. Small things could not distract me. Small things could not pull me down, because I've passed a lot in my own country, So I will say, in Germany, we have racism. And as I told you, I'm very strong. And maybe somebody also is going to listen there and you say, oh, this one is talking like this because he is married to a German man. No, my husband has never fought my battles. I fight my own battles, and I fight them through my knees. I pray. If I want to fight the battles, I pray. I fight them through my knees. I don't fight them physically. You get it? So he has never fight for me. For example, something is happening to me at work. He will not come there to fight my battles. I have to fight my own. Okay? So it's not because I'm married to him. That's why I'm not saying bad about. No, it's all about in the mind. It's just the mindset. Now, let's come to the racism. Have you ever faced racism? Yes, I have. I have faced racism, okay? And I have faced racism, let me say. My son is coming and he'll distract. Just a minute. Sorry, when I'm talking important message, I don't like him disturbing. So, yes, as I was saying, when I'm talking important thing, I don't like him distracting or them distracting. Yes, so I say, yeah, I have faced racism. But in here, in the beginning, let me say, like the woman I'm taking care of her, I'll just give you a small story. When I was new here, I used to greet her, and then she keeps off. I greet her, she keeps off. And yeah, I didn't stop. I used to pass my greetings every time, but I see there is some, like, okay. And I was fresh from home. Of course, I hate this thing, but I did not just want to. So I kept on greeting her. And one day I saw her working in the garden, and I told her, of course I have my own, but I just wanted to bring this relationship because she's the immediate neighbor. I told her, oh, I like working in the garden. Can I help you one day? And she said, yes. You can help me. Thank you. And that's how we started. And she was also not just comfortable. She could just leave me working out and then she goes. Because remember when I came, I was working full time, 6 days and 2 days off. These 2 days, I'm not just used to sitting in the house, and I was alone this time. I didn't have children. So cleaning, it was like zack, zack, very fast. Yeah. So I don't just like sitting, by the way. It's not me. So and then she used to keep very distance, yeah, until this one took her 4 years to tell me this. She told me, Gloria, I used to not to want to have so much contact with you, and it's because we have had a lot about Africans, and I have never interacted with any African close like this the way I have with you. That's why I was so scared. And with the people, how people say they are very wrong. I need such person in my life. This one took her 4 years for her to tell me. And now we became very good friends just because I was not bad to her. And I wanted also to prove to her that we are like human beings, something like that. And then we got very good together. And she was like moving around, just talking about me. Oh, we have an African girl there. That time I was a girl anyway. We have an African girl there. She's she's very good. She's very nice. She's very friendly, and she built my name here at my neighborhood. And recently, before I start now talking about racism, recently again, last year, my daughter, normally, she took a long time to talk. She took very long time to talk because I was using 3 languages: English, German, and Swahili. So she started like talking, let me say, last year when she went to kindergarten, and she was not even talking well. She was mixing. So she brings normally problem when I wash her hair. So one time I was washing her hair and she cried, I need help, in German. I need help. I cannot do it. It's too much for me. Ich brauche Hilfe. Ich kann nicht mehr. Ich kann nicht mehr. Das ist zu viel. That is too much. And a neighbor came opposite, came and knocked and said, what is it? By the good luck, my husband was there. He went down and said, they're washing her hair. And then this neighbor went round again and told all the neighbors, when you hear the child crying there, just know they're washing her hair. This one, they're protecting me. Because if such thing happens, somebody may think that I'm mistreating the child, I'm mistreating the child, and the government takes my child and I will never see my child again. So they're protecting me. They are really protecting me. They know I'm a foreigner and they know how rules are strict on foreigners, right? So they are protecting me. They don't want my children to be taken away from me. So that's good side of it. So at work, of course, I faced racism. And this comes when, I'm working in the hospital, right? And then and then somebody come and tells when it's time there is this, they have the program. So there is a time you need to bathe these people, right? They have a shower day. So I went to the room. I want to shower a patient, and she was new, of course. And she tells me, I tell her, okay, today is your bathing day. And she looked at me with that eye, and she told me, I'm supposed to bath. I say, yeah. And she told me, please go and bath yourself. When you become white as me, your skin light as me, then come and bath me. That thing hit me. Like, and in this situation, you are like, okay, what am I going to do? So you have to play smart. I told her, the water has nothing to do with my skin. And we Africans, we bathe like every day, and somebody there is telling you. So I handled this situation in a very peaceful manner. I went and talked to my boss, and I told my boss, she is doing this and this, and my boss took an action. And she said, if you want to mistreat this lady, and she has been here for long, and no one has said, then you are very wrong. You have now to change the place. You have to go to another hospital. Because we have, first of all, we have very few workers. We need the workers, and if you want to bring complication, you have to take care of yourself. I did not start shouting at this woman. I did not start quarreling, but that is just an indication of racism, you know. But I took it just politely, although it hit me so hard. And then the bathing thing has happened 2 times. Another one just told me, okay, I was playing with the water. That was last year. And I told the lady, because I was so patient, I went to the room. I needed to clean her. And she said, okay, she wants the water to flow on her body. Remember, this day, we were very few. Many people are sick. You know, in winter, when winter just started, people fall sick, right? So we were few workers. And then I'm supposed to be rushing from ward to ward, moving from the rooms, you know. And she's there, she's playing with the water almost 15 minutes. And I told her, okay, I need now to bath you. And also, you're wasting a lot of water because, you know, now everything is high. She looked at me and she told me, I know in Africa you don't have water. That's why your skin looks like that. This one I had to give her like good. I told her, listen, my skin has nothing to do with the color. And you know this, I can even report you. I gave her my mind, but at long last she asked for forgiveness, but that is just a racism. But I handled this situation in a calm and peaceful manner, you know, and I don't allow it to sink in my head that, oh, this is a racism, oh, I want my right. No, I can't. I just deal with you like that, or I go to my boss, tell my boss, and she handles the case. Another thing, when I'm walking now outside, you will see people greeting my children, and then they just ignore me. When I tell them hello, they will not even answer back. They will continue talking to my children. And I'm like, wow, but I'm the mother. I am the mother. Why? Okay, and this one also happened last year in November. I wanted to change the bank to join my husband's bank. And you know, his bank has many benefits. So I wanted to join it, yeah. So I applied, I did everything. And normally it's supposed to take 8 weeks before you get your feedback and you join the bank, right? So I waited. And then, in fact, it didn't take 8 weeks. It just took 2 weeks. They returned my papers and told me, we are not hiring you to be, we are not taking you to be our customer. They just wrote like that, as simple as that. And I say, you know why? Because my name, my ID name doesn't read my husband's name. I decided to use my family name. You know, we got married in Kenya, and I told you my story. If you haven't watched this video, how we met, you can watch it there, or you'll understand why I just used my name, not his name, because it was a very short period of time. How we met, I could not just change my name. Oh, I'm making my name to his name, you know. No. So yeah, you can watch the video there. I will put the link so you can watch how we met. Okay. And that one, of course, I don't know. I didn't know what was in their mind. That was just my assumption. I just say, okay, maybe because it's racism. But yes. And as I told you earlier on when I started the video, such things has never and will never affect me. Never. I take it so lightly. If I fought my battles in Kenya, what is this? And here they have given me opportunity to go to work. They have given me opportunity. I'm getting insurance. They have given, so the things that I had to fight, despite the fact I had gone to school, I had to fight for this opportunity in my own country to get it. So here they have given me, I work. And being here has made me also to improve my family. So who am I to start? Oh, I want my right. Which right? I didn't get my right in Kenya. Here I'm going to get the right. I don't know. And also, we have I can say there was a church I went, German church. I just joined few days, right? Not here in the city. And then we were only 2 Africans in this church. And this African lady, she never wanted to associate with me. And remember, I'm her African, fellow African. She will never wanted to, but she will. I tried all my level best. I'm friendly, by the way. Those people who know me personally, I'm very friendly. I try myself, but she never wanted to associate me. She used to associate with me. She used to talk with these white people, and when I go there, she's like she's uncomfortable, you know. And she is my fellow African, and I'll say, wow, wow, just wow. And she was the first person when this thing Black Matters Life. She was the first one to go to the street and say Black Matters Life, which life matters, and you're not associating with your fellow African, but you're going to run in the street that Black life matters. That's why I never associated myself, and I say, if my fellow Africans, they don't want to associate with me, why should I go there, start carrying things and say my life matters? Why? And you don't want to associate with me. Why? You want to associate with the other race. It's good. Yeah, it's good to associate with them. But here I'm just trying to pass a point and say, even here, your people are the ones who will want to treat you bad. And yeah, I've been hearing stories where Africans work together. They'll be backbiting. I read in the groups. They'll be backbiting, going to report to the bosses. This one has done this one, this. And remember, that is your fellow African. So I'm very comfortable where I'm working because I'm the only African. I don't have these problems where I work that, oh, I'm going to start a fight with my fellow African and what, something like that. I work and then go because I know at the end of the day, I know what I am looking for, and I know what I'm supposed to achieve. Yes. And through this, it has helped me. I never get stressed that I'm stressing myself over small things like this. I get it here. I handle with when it happens here, I handle it here, and then we are done. I've never put it in my head and say, okay, it's like, no. I make here and then go. And my eyes are always closed to see this. And since my neighborhood are okay with me, I don't have any problem. If a foreigner, a stranger is coming from far part to come to treat me otherwise, I don't care about that. And also I say thank you because this country has changed my life. It has also changed my family's life. I cannot lie. I cannot lie. I cannot lie what this country has done to me. I'm forever grateful, you know. And I'm also hardworking. That's why my family has changed. I've been able to educate my children up to university level. I've been able to do things that, you know, that I could have not done when I was in Kenya. So that is it. And please, if you feel like you are offended by this video, I'm sorry. That is just my own assumption, and that is just my own opinion, and that is just how I live, and that's how peaceful my life is, because I don't take things here. I carry things on my knees, talk to my Father in heaven to solve my situation. Otherwise, bye. And thank you for listening to this long video. It's a long one, actually 23 minutes there. Thank you a lot, and see you in the next one. And kindly give the video a thumbs up.